So, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a guy called and he didn't know what he was doing. This is everybody doesn't know what they're doing. Random human in a random place. I tried YouTube, but somehow it didn't really... YouTube never really fulfilled me, really. Like, making stuff and being creative is... It's not exactly enjoyable, it's just something I feel like doing, right? I'm like a kid at a beach, just like building a sandcastle, constructing it out of nothing, and just kind of like looking at it and just then wandering off. So most of the sandcastles end up half complete, but you know, there's never really a moment where I look at it and think, awesome. I just kind of like, oh, that's a thing, and I walk off. Sometimes most of the sandcastles only exist in my head. A lot of them actually, in fact. So it's surprising that I made any YouTube videos at all. And then, I don't know, there's something about them just... The videos that got the most views are the ones I'm least proud of. Like, the biggest video on my channel is like literally took me 20-30 minutes, and that includes editing. And like my the video that I almost feel proud of just flew under the radar. I don't know. I guess that's why I stopped for a while. I guess like what the internet wants is not what I had to offer. What I had to offer was stuff I felt like making, and stuff I felt like making was just kind of... It wasn't compilations of memes, it wasn't TikTok videos, it wasn't like trending stuff, it was just what I felt like making, and it was actually kind of disheartening in a way. Maybe I did want to feel proud about it, I don't know. Maybe I'm lying to myself. Because that video, how am I forgetting my favourite video? Project Make a House is one of my favourite videos I made, and I actually almost feel proud of it. No, I do actually. Maybe I really do want to do this. But then again, like, is it worth it if no one sees? Am I putting in all this effort for no reason? Because at the end of the day, it's just a small little drop of water in a big, massive lake of content and YouTube videos. It's entirely possible that no one will ever see the little splash of water that I drop in, even after like 50 years. And even if people do see it, then what's the impact it's made? Okay, that was cool video, man. Walks off. Oh, sorry, not walks off. They go to the next video and they watch that one too. I know that because I'm that. I've done that with YouTube video. I've been a YouTube consumer for quite a while. I'm addicted in a way. You just watch a video and you move on to the next one without ever considering, well, rarely considering the effort that actually went into it. It's, I don't know. I don't want to be that, but at the same time, I don't really want to be anything else. So I guess all I can do is create for the sake of creating, whether or not there's anyone who sees it, whether or not I upload this audio clip, or edit it because there's a few spaces in between what I was thinking, between words. Okay, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I have a lot of ideas, a lot of ideas that I want to make, but to put in all the effort and create said ideas doesn't seem worthwhile, because it's just going to be strenuous and pushing myself to make something amazing, and it's just not going to be even worthwhile. So maybe all I need to do is make the bare bones effort in to get my idea out there, just to make it exist in some form. Whether or not it's viewed or not, I just want to say it out because I've got a lot of ideas. I have this like multiverse with different dimensions in it, and in my own headcanon of different stories. Some of the videos in my channel actually were I tried to tailor them to specific dimensions. Dimension 16 is specifically the most Earth-like. Dimension 17 is like this joke of an RPG. That's usually the one where I do RPG Maker. Dimension 6 is basically the universe where anything happens at any time for no reason. Also ate plenty of oatmeal, and animals never had a war. Who's the real animal? And I've got a few ideas in my head. I've got an idea about an Alm named Lucian from Slovenia. Not Slovakia, Slovenia. It's the other one with a Slav in the name. I just heard a frog croak. I think my joke didn't land. Literally, like, there's like a garden out front. Or it could have been a cricket, actually. It's probably a cricket. I'm just being an idiot. Moving on. So yeah, there's a story about an Alm named Lucian going on a journey Surprisingly, it's not the one that's Earth-like. It's in the Dimension 6 where anything can happen at any time. It's a little animal that just like goes on this journey up north to the northern beyonds. If you go to the North Pole and take one step further, you'll find yourself in the northern beyonds. Anyway, that's just funny to me because I just, Anyway, it's got a few ideas on that, but what I've mostly got an idea of is one that actually is in Dimension 16, which is the Earth-like dimension. Prisoners over Jupiter. That's the one I really want to because I got a great idea for it's like a very serious, almost dark. I usually tend to go towards comedy, but if I let myself get serious, I can make some pretty dark, serious stories. And this is one of them. This is purely serious, no comedy. It's about 6 humans, they're imprisoned in an alien satellite orbiting Jupiter. And they don't want to be there, obviously. They were abducted by aliens. I think the way I have it in my head is it's a bit of a slow start, but once it hits a certain point, shit hits the fan. And I think it's actually a pretty interesting story if I could tell it. So what I'm thinking is stories like this, I could almost make it just an audio file. And then if I feel like putting in extra effort, I could do some basic drawings. Very basic, like the video I did with the guy who sends cats into space. Maybe. But even more basic than that. So I don't have to spend all this effort to make an hour-long feature film of some sorts. It won't even be that good anyway. The animation, I'm not an animator, and to animate something for an hour long is just be too much, way too much effort, too draining. And I know that sounds like I'm being weak, but I'm one guy who's living on his own, working day to day, 7 o'clock to 4:30, 3:30 on Fridays, kinda. And it just, I know what would happen. I'd put all this effort in, and the video would get 40 views, and maybe 2 likes, because some people are gonna like it, but I can already foresee that happening. And no matter what I do, it's going to be like that, and I just need to accept that I can't drain myself unless people show interest in it, unless it seems worthwhile to put effort into it. So I just want to simply and easily just make the bare bones audio file of me describing the story as best I can, just so it exists, I guess. Maybe I do want to show it to people. I think I'm realizing a few things as I talk all this out loud, because I've been ignoring this for over a year. I made this. This idea came from an audio file specifically. So a song that I made. My first time using Fiverr to create a song, it was a villain song. Morality confines me.
I have to leave here, yet I remain here. My morality, it has me confined here. There is no plan B, this is beyond me. I'm just delaying what I will have to be.
So anyway, what I want to do is I want to describe some of these stories and ideas. Heck, I even have a one-piece fanfic to do if I wanted to, but that's, might skip on that one. That ain't my story, bro. Oh no, the cringe. He made a fanfic with a self-insert, oh no! My screen went black, I didn't even know they could do that. I was sitting here talking too long. I think the screen went black, it was bored of me talking. Okay. Wrapping up, I might do something creative in the future. I didn't even know I wanted to say this. I was originally going to sit here and talk about Prisoners over Jupiter. I know that I'm absolutely not alone in these thoughts. A lot of people are struggling out there to find purpose, and the problem is we're kind of left to find that purpose ourselves. The problem is we're not really given an objective list on the side of our screen, side of our vision or something. We're not told this is what we do this, go do that there. And that's your purpose, that's what you're best at, that's what you should do. That's not how that works. We're kind of just left to do our own thing. And for me, that's problematic, because I don't know what I'm doing. Just as it is for many people who don't know what they're doing. So I know I'm not alone in all this. But yeah, just getting this out of my head a little bit, I think this is alright. I might not make anything. I might make something. Who knows? But that explains my disappearance. If anybody noticed it at all. I just guess I gave up. As sad as that sounds. So yeah, thanks for listening if you did. I don't know what you got out of it, but yeah.
Merp.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. What does that even mean? I just kind of put that on the end of all my videos, didn't I? How about something new? This is going to be my new outro.